Hey you guys, so I just wanted to do a video on my Mac Studio Talk class that I went to this past Saturday. I was very excited about this class. So I got there and it was at the Bloomingdale's in Willowbrook Mall, which is in Wayne, New Jersey. And they had a little tent set up inside of Bloomingdale's and they had chairs in there, video for us to view, and we had two professionals that work for that company. The one guy's name was Brian Williams, and the other girl, her name was Mar. They have worked on celebrity faces such as Beyonce, Keisha Cole, just anyone that you can think of. Fashion Week in New York, they've done it. They left on our chairs a little Studio Talk palette, you guys can see that. And inside came a cute little pencil for taking notes and a little pad, which I took plenty of notes, and a little Studio Talk fold out, like sort of comp card that has these different looks in it that they taught us. One look was this one is for bridal. You can see that. This one was corporate holiday party. This one is a night out on the town. And then this final one is the club zone. So Brian did a bridal look for us and Mar did a night out on the town. Smoky eye look that she recreated a smoky eye look that she had done on Kim Kardashian, which I also have a video of my own version of a Kim Kardashian look. So she did a smoky eye look that she had done on her. I took some notes that I just wanted to share with you guys really quick. They went over basically some of their 6 favorite brushes to work with from MAC, and those were the number 168, 239, 208, 227, 188, and the 217, of course, the classic brush. I wanted to go over with you guys some of my favorite brushes that I use daily. I find myself reaching for constantly, that I love to death. The 168, which I ended up picking up this weekend. Love this brush. This brush is really, really good for contouring, and your brush, it's angled so you got that perfect tip. Of course, the classic 217. You can't go wrong with this brush. What they call the pencil brush, which is your 219. It's got that little tip right there that allows you to get in those small, tiny crevices. Your 224, of course, which not too many people know about that. The 188, which is your foundation brush, gives you that airbrushed, flawless look when you apply your foundation. The 242, that flat surface, smaller than the other one. So you can get right there on that lid and pack that color on. And of course your 232 as well. Those are my favorite brushes, and I also wanted to share with you guys some tips that they gave us. When you're going out, you know, and you're hanging out at the club scene or whatever, and you guys apply your foundation, your makeup's going to look a lot different under low light than it will under bright lights or daytime lights. So they suggested applying the MAC strobe cream, which you put it on before you put your foundation on, and it kind of gives your skin that healthy, natural looking glow, and works really good. They also suggested this Studio Sculpt foundation, which I actually have on today. It's very light, good for everyday wear and things like that. I am NC45. You guys should pick it up. It's really good stuff. Very light, very buildable coverage. They mentioned mineral blushes from MAC, particularly the color Dainty or Earth to Earth. Very natural looking colors that give you just a slight flush right here when you need it, that you can wear every day. And also, they mentioned, let's see here, picking up the eyeshadow called Sugar Shot. It's a very light, almost vanilla kind of creamy thing with a little bit of sparkles in it. You pick that up, and they suggested if you take your, let's see, take your 242 brush and just dab it a little bit in the eyeshadow and just pack it on the center of the lid. It'll brighten up your eyes and make you look awake and glowy and everything. All right, so I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips. They could not stress enough. Fix Plus is your friend, ladies. You want this, you will want to have this for the summertime. You get a little dehydrated, your face, you know, refreshing, cooling mist blast. Fix Plus is the way to go. If you put it on before you start your foundation, it helps your foundation just buff on flawlessly. So Fix Plus soothes the red areas. If you have red splotchy skin, spritz Fix Plus over your entire face before applying your makeup. It's good for your makeup application, like I said, but it contains soothing chamomile as well, so it's very refreshing. This goes for like $16 at MAC. Use Fast Response Eye Cream to minimize fine lines. MAC sells this Fast Response Eye Cream that if you put around your eyes or your mouth or whatever to the areas before applying your makeup, it will diffuse the appearance of small lines and pores and things like that. Layer your foundation. It's very important to start. Less is more at first. Start with just a little bit of foundation. Put a little dab on the back of your hand. You know, just put a little dab on the back of your hand. Dip your brush in it and buff it in. If you need more, you can always add more, but you can't take away. So, let's see, what else? Apply bronzer like a pro. We went over how to sculpt your face with the fabulous 168 brush with the angled tip. It's a white-haired brush. It's got a little bit of, it's dirty right now because I just used it. It's got a little bronzer and blush on it. But you dab a little bit in the mineralized skin finish, which I bought over the weekend as well. This is in deep dark. You just dab a little bit in there, excuse me, and you start from here. Think a E shape when applying bronzer and sculpting your face down the bridge of your nose, you know, like that. So the 187 brush is, the 168, sorry, 168 brush is a little bit pricey, but it's worth the money, definitely. Okay, what else? Apply brush like a champ. Make sure when you apply your brush, you dip it in the blush, you tap off your excess. Let's see if I have a blush. I'm looking around here. Here's a blush. Right. You want to dip it in, tap off the excess, and just blend it in, starting from the back and working forward just a little bit. You want to make sure you start at your hairline and sweep it forward, blending out the color really nicely. Make sure that you prime your lids with paint pots. That was definitely one of the tips that they gave us, because MAC's paint pots, I have two. I have one in Painterly, I don't know if you can see that, and I have one in just basic groundwork. Let's open them up so you can see them. Just a basic kind of a Painterly is good for a lot of uses. To start as a concealer base, to go underneath your concealer first. And groundwork is just a neutral. Sometimes I wear groundwork by itself just on my lids if I don't want to add any color. If I'm just running out the door, I just put on groundwork. Let's see what I wrote down. Eye primer extends the life of your eyeshadow, and it's multi-purpose. You don't need a lot of product. And it can go under all colors, all MAC eyeshadows. It'll make them really pop. How to apply eyeshadow in the crease. We did go over that. You want to start with, well, they used the famous 217 brush, which is one of my favorites for applying eyeshadow in the crease. But lately, I have just been so stuck on my 222 brush, because it really helps you get in there and just sweep the color in there, you know, and just blend it out. You can use that. You can use your 224 to smooth out the edges. Let's see. You want to go back and forth in a windshield wiper motion, so like that, you guys. And softly, small circles around the edges to blend out any harsh lines. Let's see. Double your fun with false lashes. I have on a pair of lashes right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. But Brian actually applied lashes to his bridal look, and they look fantastic. Some of the favorites, I have all 3 things on right now.